Good morning, FlossTube. It's Julie with Reflections Framing and Stitching. Today is Tuesday the 24th. I think it's the 24th of March. The shop will open in a few minutes. I don't expect a mad rush or anything, but I thought I would make my chart of the day video before I open the doors. And today we're going to take a little trip into the past. I have decided I would channel Dan a little bit and bring some visual aids. And at the end, I'm going to ask you a question, and I hope that you will respond in the comments. I think it'll be kind of fun. So today's chart of the day is from Autumn Lane. It is called Love on a Limb. And it is so stinking cute. Look at the eyes on that owl. The eyes were what caught my eye first on this piece, and then followed by the colors. The colors are just scrumptious. But it was the eyes because it took me back to when I was growing up in the late 60s, early 70s, and the big-eyed children. There were paintings and dolls and that sort of thing were very popular at that time. And some people are freaked out by those eyes. It's never bothered me. I think they're cute. So anyway, that is why I chose this one. Is it's cute. I can see it in a little kid's room. You could put like date of birth and their name down here below the branch. You could extend that down a little bit if you needed to. You could also, I suppose, put it in here and here if you wanted to do that. So it calls for a 28 count opal cashel linen from Fabrics by Stephanie called Grace. I did not have Grace, but I do have a couple others from Stephanie. The first one is called Playful Sprites, and it's pink, has little hints of greeny yellow, little bit of orange here and there. These are the colors. They're all DMC, but there is a shit ton of them. Excuse my French, but there's no other word to describe it. There are a ton of beautiful, beautiful colors. Look at that lusciousness. So it's going to be hard to tell, but take my word for it. They'll all look good on here. The other color is called Melody, I believe. Let me look. Melody. It has more oranges and yellows, a little bit of purple, and it's not quite as pink. Well, in some places it's not quite as pink. It depends on the part of it that you look at. This side's more subtle. This side has more color to it. But the colors will look fabulous on there also. So, again, here's the picture. Just adorable. Which brings me to my past, my childhood, and my question. Oops, sorry. My question for you is, what was your favorite toy or game or activity when you were growing up? Some of us in my age group, we played house and we played school and we had dolls that we played with and paper dolls and jacks and jumping rope and, what was the one you put around your ankle and spun it around and jumped over the ball on the end. We had knockers. Did you have knockers? Those things were dangerous, but oh so fun. So I'm just wondering what your favorite was. For me, it would have to be dolls. Barbie dolls, baby dolls, little kittles, pee-wees, just pretty much any kind of doll I was into. And I still have all my pee-wee dolls. I still have my little kittles. I have my Barbies, of course. You've heard me talk about them. The only doll that I had when I was little that I don't still have would be my Thumbelina doll. And at one point, I think when I hit 12, 13 maybe, I made the executive decision that I was done playing with dolls, and I gave a lot of my baby dolls away, which I immediately regretted after they went to Goodwill, but it was too late then. So I pretty much held on to everything after that. And so today I brought you a few of my favorites from my childhood. Paper dolls I don't think are anything that people or kids these days play much with. I could be wrong. My girls never were interested in paper dolls. My granddaughters don't seem to be interested in paper dolls. But I loved my paper dolls. And I still have my big-eyed paper dolls. See the likeness? My paper dolls had names. This is Tommy. It's even written on the back, Tommy. This is Macy. Tommy and Macy were a couple. This is Terry. And this is Casey. And they were a couple. So I don't know if my granddaughters will ever want to play with them, but I still have all the clothes. I've got the dolls. They're there if they want to play with them. My Barbie, this was my original Barbie. She was the twist and turn. I liked that she had brunette hair because I had brunette hair. I always wanted black hair. My mom always told me I couldn't pull off black, so I've never tried it, but I always wanted black hair, and this was as close to it as I could get. She's wearing one of her original outfits. Sadly, her face is kind of turned yellow with the years, but she's still my favorite Barbie. And she always will be. And then finally I have two little dolls. Back in the day when I was maybe 4 or 5, yeah, it would have had been 4 or 5. There was a lady that went from house to house, and she just had this cart, and she sold stuff out of her cart, toys and cleaning items. I don't know, I don't remember, and Mom's not around to ask anymore exactly what it was, whether it was she represented a company or just herself, or I don't know. But she went from house to house and she sold things. And one of the things that she sold were dolls. And my mom bought me this pair of dolls. And this is Pumpkin. This is not Pumpkin's original outfit. She originally had little plaid pants and a shirt on, a t-shirt. But anyway, I had her. Her name was Pumpkin. Technically, I suppose both of them were named Pumpkin, but of course you can't have 2 Pumpkin dolls, so I named my other one Squash. And I don't know how many of you have a brother, but I had a brother who liked to poke things. He poked holes in all my Barbie's nipples, and he poked Squash's eyes out. So for a long time, I didn't have squash. I just had pumpkin. And maybe 25 years ago, Dan and I were at a antique show. And I was walking around, and I happened to see this little girl. And there's her tag. And this is her original outfit. The elastic has died on the pants. If I knew how to fix it, I probably would, but I don't know how to do that. So this is now Squash. This is not a doll you see very often. In fact, I've never seen, other than on eBay, I have never found another one at any of the antique shows or stores that Dan and I have gone to over the years, because I'd probably go ahead and pick them up just because I'm so fond of them. So those are a few rags. Come, mailman. Those are a few of my childhood memories. Dolls were my favorite thing to play with. So tell me, what were your favorite things when you were a child? You all take care until tomorrow and get a lot of stitching done. Bye-bye.